Salvete omnes, this is I'm Emilia, also known as the Martian Geek, and welcome back to another episode of Super Luigi Land. In the last episode, we started on World 3, entered Walnut Woods, and we're continuing through Walnut Woods with 3-4. I'm not quite sure that this music fits this level, but it's alright. I think this is another Secret of Mana song. Actually, come to think of it, is this what I think it is? Is this a season-changing level? It is indeed. Is there anything to be gained from backtracking? Nope. Kind of a coincidence that I happened to make the transition to the next season right as an instrument line was coming in. It'd be nice if you could do that in the engine, like you'd get to a certain part and then it would add a new instrument depending on which season you were in. I don't suppose I can wall jump over this, can I? I can? Am I supposed to do that? Yeah, I don't think that that's normally a thing you can do in Super Mario World, even with the stuff that Add Music K adds. Whoa. Okay, so now we're in fall. Or autumn, if you prefer. We have blue Koopas. We have the falling berries again. We have a boomerang brother dodging and... yeah. Is that the first 2 fireball? Oh. Well, at least I had 1 hit left. Is that the first Venus fire trap we've seen spitting 2 fireballs? Okay, so we have another door there. Should I just keep going? No, I should not. Kind of difficult to tell what is actually solid here, because that tree, which you can walk beneath, looks exactly the same as the one over there, which you can't. Or maybe not exactly, but pretty darn close to the same. And now we're in winter. I wonder how many season-changing levels there are that were inspired by Click Clock Wood from Banjo-Kazooie. I feel like that's probably the most well-known one. So, do we want to enter the door again? Might as well. Are we back to spring? Okay, spring. And... I'm just gonna assume... well, actually, I probably shouldn't assume that none of the pipes will be enterable. So that's solid, right? Yeah. Nothing we can do in spring right here. So how about summer? We can make Boomerang Brothers despawn out of nowhere. Get ourselves another A-coin. I can imagine this one being kind of a pain to find all the A-coins in. And we're running out of time. This also seems like a level where you should have a longer time limit, because it's a little more exploration-based. Yeah, I don't know, this track is something that probably shouldn't be sped up like this. I forget if that Boomerang Brother was there. I'm losing my landmarks. Ow. Okay. That Venus fire trap definitely was. So we need to go back to winter. And let's just keep moving through the level. Shell on the loose! Can I get a power-up at the goal from this? I don't know how I took damage there, but okay. And I haven't seen a checkpoint. Wait, why is the music faster? Is that some sort of audio glitch where the music forgets to slow back down after you die with it fast? Okay then, that's weird, but... And that was dumb. Yeah, I definitely remember it being... How do I keep taking these stupid hits? Gosh. This is a lousy start to this episode. Also, I'm just gonna say, I don't remember how long the demo was, but I don't remember this level, so... Or maybe I do. I don't know. Seems like there's at least one other Four Seasons style, or Four Seasons level that was in at least one of Gamma V's hacks, so I might be thinking of that one. But definitely somewhere around either the end of World 1 or the end of World 3 would be my guess as to where the demo cut off. Like I said, I don't remember. So, get that acorn. Then we go to fall. You know, come to think of it, where are all the power-ups? I could use one right now, and I haven't seen any. Only very painful berries. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. Would it be safer to do that? Koopa shells are useful tools sometimes. Ow. And Koopas are tools sometimes, too. Okay, so... I was afraid I was going to take damage there. So there's nothing here. So we need to go to winter. Actually, do we have ice physics? I can't quite tell. But I'm pretty sure we're missing at least one acorn that we could get, so... Backtracking. Just not there because there's nothing there. At least we're doing a little better on the time limit than we were before. Oh right, that's the part where there's nothing to do in spring. I think on the French version of TV tropes, this is known as a Vivaldi level, after the Four Seasons piece by Vivaldi. Sometimes I like to check out pages on there in foreign languages just for the heck of it. I don't actually speak French or anything. So that's a dead end. Still. And that's kind of just where we came from. And there's a dead end to the right, so we'll need to winter it up. Nothing over there. The season of winter fast approaches. None will survive except the roaches. And the munchers. If anyone gets that reference, I'd honestly be surprised. So do you want to keep going? Yeah. No. Not leastly because we're running out of time. We're back to spring. We have joyful bouncing Koopas, expressing their happiness until we stomp on them. I can imagine this level could have been tricky to put together. Ow. Well, better Boomerang Brothers than Hammer Brothers any day. Because, like, Boomerang Brothers, you can actually dodge when they're on the ground. I can't tell if the music sped up a second time or if it's just as fast as it was before. But yeah, so that was a cool level. And we have another bonus game. I'm actually not getting very many lives. I'm still at 23, and I was at 23 like 8 levels ago. Once again, we get nothing. Sad. I wonder if that's part of the reason I'm not getting as many lives is because of the bonus game being different. Anyway, 3-5. Yoshi's Island Athletic theme. We have the sunset background again, we have chainsaws, and yeah, they're cutting down the forest. We also have mushroom scale platforms. And a cape, which... Am I supposed to use that to get down there? Am I supposed to throw a thing at it? Okay, there is a platform. I can't tell how much platform... That much platform, that's how much there is. Yeah, I don't know. I think next time it might be a good idea to make those... make that foliage translucent or something. Or use pseudo-high-res on it. I mean, I know that's supposed to be part of the challenge, but... Okay. Can I... Whatever I wanted to do, that wasn't it. Can I get that more safely with the shell, is the question. Okay, now how do I get back up? There we go. I don't know if that was the intended way of getting that, but it worked. And I may actually want this cape, especially if more things require it. I have always liked the Yoshi's Island athletic theme. I like Yoshi's Island soundtrack in general. So stay away from the cheese cutters. Or I guess in this level, they're trees cutters. Get ourselves a cape in stock, or actually an exclamation mark in stock, because Super Mario World has graphics for the other power-ups, and it doesn't for a cape. I mean, 8x8 tiles for the status bar. So for the second half of the level, we have auto-scroll. Go up or go down? Why not both? Honestly, I feel like, from what I remember, a lot of Gamma V's auto-scroll levels are less annoying than a lot of official Nintendo auto-scroll levels. Okay, did I jump prematurely? That's actually kind of clever, having the line guide under the platform like that, so you have to jump over the chainsaw. Uh-oh. Saved. And now we have to duck under it. Still missing one A coin. I haven't seen a bonus room in here, so I assume we missed something. I mean, obviously we missed something if we only have 4 A coins, but there we go. That's a good level, too. I do like a good athletics stage. But it's time for Walnut Woods 6. We'll come back to the secret levels. We have this music again. And giant Goombas. We have giant everything. Guess I don't have much to say right now. I mean, it's giant land, it's a giant forest at night, which wasn't true for any level in the original Super Mario Bros. 3. There are only like 3... Gosh, maybe not even that many. Well, yeah. The giant world in Super Mario Bros. 3 only really had 3 types of levels that took advantage of it. And even then, one of them barely counted. Of course, it's not like it's that easy to make more types of giant levels in a hack, because there aren't really graphics for it. Oh, we're supposed to go into the left side of the pipe, apparently. But yeah, I figured there had to be something there, otherwise there wouldn't be much point in there being switch blocks there. Kill room that we presumably had to have a fire flower for. I mean, I guess we could have done it with the shell if we'd been really careful. But it doesn't seem like that was the intended way. And it would be more difficult. Oh, that level was over pretty quickly, and I shouldn't have carried that shell to the goal. So, 3-6 done. And we'll do the fortress. Get ourselves a cape. So, lose ourselves a cape. So we have a screen wrap gimmick. Ow. And we also have grinders. So, I guess I didn't say at the beginning, but it should be obvious by now that this is a wooden tower type of level. Screen wrap seems like it happens about a tile earlier than it should. And the fire trap, the fireballs don't wrap, which is good to know. Could use that knowledge for nefarious purposes. Yeah, wasn't there a level in New Super Mario Bros. 2 that was like this? Or it was a tower that was in a fortress, or in a forest, and it was all wooden instead of being the typical stone tower. Ow! Or maybe it was only in one of the newer Super Mario Bros. Games. One or more, I suppose. I am not going to bother getting those last 2 coins because that looks like a lot of danger. Wall jumps. That's as good a reason as any for why Mario shouldn't wall jump. I mean, technically Mario isn't wall jumping, it's Luigi doing it, but you know what I mean. Back into the towering tree of terror. So I guess I can just go up there immediately. Well, that's not where I meant to jump. Venus fire traps, though, man. Hitting my head on the ceiling, though, man. I mean, did those plants get in the way that much in Super Mario Bros. 3? I swear I don't remember them doing so, but... I mean, yeah, there are a couple levels in World 7 that were bad, but... even then... Okay, jump. Yeah, that screen wrap is throwing me off. I feel like I should be one tile farther out than I am. So that's solid, isn't it? Yeah, that's what messed me up before. That is an awkwardly placed Venus fire trap, especially if I keep slipping off the platform. But I guess we can just duck. There is that, you can just duck. Okay, let the fireballs go off screen. Okay, here's some progress. Can we go in any of these pipes? Venus fire traps! Finally, halfway point. Why it's not stuck into the ground, I don't know, but... yeah, I'll take that cape. I feel like it isn't really that broken in this particular level, and it would give me an extra hit point that I quite need. So now we're more back to typical castle fare, but still with a lot of wood around. And hidden platforms. Also wall-following grinders. Okay, so there's stuff down here. What do we do now? I guess we fall off the edge and die is what we do. Again, it would really be nice if you could see what you were doing and where the platforms were behind those, behind the foliage scenery, the green... I can't talk, apparently. Wait a minute, are we back to the beginning? I got the checkpoint. I wanted to keep that cape, but whatever. So, improperly set midway point settings, that's great. Okay. So many saws. And see, they actually make sense. Like, grinders were only ever used in castles in the original game, and chainsaws were only ever in, well, like, actually, I think those were only in Cheesebridge area. Well, no, never mind. Way Cool had them, but they were only in athletic levels, and yeah, we did get the midway point, and it didn't work for some reason. But see, both of those actually do make sense in a forest level, because saws are associated with forests. Thought I'd missed that. Okay, why don't we lure that thwomp? Okay. So it looks like there's a platform all the way over here. And we didn't even need the cape to get it, which I suppose also would have been good to know. That's kind of a tight jump. Not often that official Nintendo games have you jumping over thwomps this much. But my Mega Man skills to... Okay, there are spikes down there. I could not see that there were spikes down there, because the leaves were in the way. But anyway, couldn't see that the platform went up there either. That looks problematic. If you just puppy guard the top platform, wait for him to pass under us, and then bop him, or not. Ooh, that was almost bad. But Fortress over with anyway. See, that was interesting. The tower and then the, you know, all the saws as a theme. But yeah, the lack of visibility at the bottom of the screen, that was an issue. And we have a ruins level again. But since that seems to be where the secret level leads to, let's go ahead and do that first. It's a toxic swamp. This music sounds familiar, but I can't think what it's from. Wait, since when can those things hurt you when only their eyes are poking up? Okay. I guess in the original game you always had one tile's worth of space between you and them, so I couldn't tell. But yeah, now we have purple poison blargs. And purple coins? Okay. Toxic money. A symbol of the harm that capitalism does to the environment. That's definitely what it is. Yeah, what is this music from? I'm sure I've heard it before. Only as a port, not from the original game, but I forget if it's even like from another game or if it's a custom composition. What I do know, though, is that blargs don't care about buzzy beetles. That was almost bad. Purple cape, everything is purple! As long as one drop of the purple of the grape pop exists, the joyous palette swap continues. Oh yeah, and we have punting chucks. Forgot to mention those. Another infamously abused sprite in hacks. Anything up there? I don't think so. Funny enough, I just recently made a secret level that was a toxic swamp with purple lava swap. That was sort of English. I just made a level that was... made a secret level that was in a toxic swamp with palette swapped lava that was purple being used for the deadly poison. That's what I meant to say. Bonus game. Maybe we can do a little better this time. Oh good, one up. I could use more of those, and I have a feeling that I may actually game over on some of the later levels, given my progress so far. I also just noticed that the pathways in the form of little lily pads here, that's kinda cute. So, what's awaiting us in Walnut Ruins? Rain and ninjas. Well, I like the atmosphere already. But you know me. I do like ruins levels and rainy levels and all that. So one that's both. Well, hey. You get Yoshi. Music in this level, of course, is a remix of the regular Super Mario World theme. You know, the theme that got remixed into all the other tracks in the original game. Actually, we're probably supposed to use a shell here, aren't we? Yoshi is another one of those sprites that doesn't despawn, so we can do that. Just leave him up here. Shoot, what's down there? Okay. Yeah, sometimes the camera in this game can be a little weird. And yeah, power-ups going behind the scenery, which is another engine limitation. Not actually something that's a problem with the Super Nintendo itself. We have red ninjas. And we had blue ones too. Ah. Darn it. I hope I don't end up needing Yoshi for anything. I mean, besides eating everything. Now that I think about it, why are there swoopers here? It's outside. Ow. I mean, I guess ruins are close enough to a cave, right? There's some precedent for bats flying around in a temple. There's something up there, isn't there? Like, in particular, I can think of the Lost City Temple, whatever they're called, levels in the first Crash Bandicoot game. Those had some bats. Those had a lot of bats, in fact. Yeet. Ow. Return of the Boomerang. Boomerang 2, now it's personal. Boomerang 2, Electric Boogaloo. Is there anything up here? Nope. Just pain. Pain that results from running into Venus... shoot. Lava Lotus fireballs. And boomerangs. I was almost at the end, too. At least I don't have to worry about missing the acorns. Dang, these worlds are long, honestly. I may have to start splitting these into 3 episodes. But I think this is the first time Gamma V has actually used all of the possible levels that you can put in a Super Mario World hack. I mean, without serious ASM. Which is 95. Well, technically 96 if you're willing to sacrifice level 0. Which is normally used for the bonus game, and also for, like, level tiles that don't normally have a name, like pipes. Are there any more power-ups in here? I want more power-ups. Boomerang Brother Feet is not a power-up. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, see, when I make a hack, unless it's like specifically an extra short one or a single level made for a contest or something, I pretty much always use all of them. Like, I don't know, I have 95 levels, I'm gonna use them. Gives me the chance to put more ideas in. Means the ratio of levels with secret exits to ones that don't will be lower, but I actually don't use that many secret exits anyway. Partly because if you have 95 levels, then you only have 25 spare events for secret exits. But also because sometimes they end up having some story in hacks, and that makes it harder for them to be non-linear. Yeah, I should have made this one 3 episodes, but it's too late now. We have 2 levels left, so let's get started on Walnut Wood 7. Wigglers and spiders from one of the Super Mario Land games. Actually, considering we're in a forest and all the levels we've done in it, it's kind of a surprise that Wigglers only just now showed up. At least I think they did. I don't remember them being in any of the other levels. But again, you know what my memory's like. So, the spiders are immune to shells. I remember those being used in SMW 2+3 too. Honestly, that hack was ahead of its time. Already to the halfway point, wow. I feel like we haven't actually spent that much time in this level. I imagine checkpoint placement is another one of those game design things that is easier to get wrong than you'd think, or that people at least do get wrong often. Especially since Ow, without extra patches, Super Mario World can only have one checkpoint per level. But you know, we've had ways of putting multiple checkpoints in a level since 2011, so I don't buy the excuse of it being too hard to do. Like, it hasn't really been a problem for this hack, but some people make really long levels and still only have one checkpoint in them, which is just bad. I'm sorry, but it's bad. Actually, I'm not that sorry, because it's bad. The point is, all we have left is the castle. Walnut Castle. It is vertical. And there are saws. Wait, no, it's not vertical. We have layer 2 scrolling. Ow. We have respawning enemies. We have more everything is purple. Can I still get it? Eee! I think that background was originally from the... Never mind. Let's go take a dive in toxic waste. It'll be fun. Turns out it actually is great pop and Mario just dies from diabetes. So that platform's safe. Purple toxic Podoboos too, oh noes. See, this is a case where well, I was gonna say it would make sense that being in close proximity to it isn't harmful. But it depends on the poison. Like, with lava the heat would get you, but why is that grinder just going back and forth instead of all the way around that square? That's weird. But depending on the poison, there might be fumes coming off it that would harm you. So now the poison itself is what's moving up and down. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that in a hack before either, where we have layer 2 scrolling and then it switches which part is moving and which part is scrolling, or... I didn't say that very well either. Like going from the poison being stationary and then platforms moving above it, to the poison moving and then some of the platforms being stationary. Now we're back to the other way around. And shattering blocks that make dry bones. Ow. Yeah, I don't know, this is a pretty cool level too. That Dry Bones wanted a kiss and I wasn't giving it to him. Consent is important, Dry Bones. Also, spin jump sound effect messed up because of the grinder. Yes? Honestly, I'm not very good at designing scrolling layer 2 levels. I wish I were better at it, but I'm not, really. Granted, I don't know if I've ever had anyone else actually play them, so... It's Super Mario Bros. 1 Bowser again. Also known as, do you have a power-up? If so, you win. Yeah, I guess that is one knock against this hack, is... I don't think the bosses are all that interesting. I mean, I guess at least she is changing it up with, like, the arenas you fight them in and all. But, yeah, it's kind of just Boom Boom and Bowser over and over again. I guess we'll discuss that more later, though. For now, I think we've done quite enough for one episode. We've finished our 3rd world, and we'll move on to our 4th, which we're getting a little preview of right now, next time. Ooh. So I'll see you next time.